Alright y'all, here it is, finally the comb over haircut tutorial that y'all been asking for. Did some shear work in there, did a ball fade on the sides, so I hope y'all enjoy the video. But before we watch the video, I just want to give you a quick update on the thank you tour. I know we've been getting a lot of questions, you know, if we're still doing it. We are still doing it. We're just making sure that everything comes into play. We're still getting everything together, so we're going to give you more than enough time to buy the tickets, so don't worry. Also, the Orlando Premiere Hair Show is the biggest hair show in the country, and Tomb 45 is also going to have a booth, and we're going to do a hands-on workshop there. So I'm going to leave the link in the description below, so make sure you go sign up and buy your tickets if you want to come join the class and do the workshop with us. It's going to be me, Chris Bazio, Christian Perez, and Macho Mazdudo. If you are not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, get those thumbs up, like my videos, get active in the comments, let me know if there's any kind of haircuts or, you know, anything, any kind of videos y'all want me to drop. If you are new to my channel, I do a My Gifted Guidance segment, and what it is my subscribers send me pictures of their haircuts and I give my feedback on them, just, you know, giving you some points and tips on how to improve your haircut. But yeah, so send your pictures in, mattgiftedhands@gmail.com. No underscore, no spaces. Alright, so let's jump right into this haircut tutorial. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Get active in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about it. Let go. Team Gifted, we're almost at 10K. Alright, so I already balled it out the client with the first initial guideline all the way around. It's going to be like a mid ball fade. So the second guideline that you're going to do is the half with your lever open. And I'm using my Oscar fast feeds, and I will be using the double magnetic guards as well. After I put that second guideline in, I move the lever to the middle and then I close it, so I work my way down. And you can see that that line is disappearing. And my clippers are adjusted. I had my boy Shannon, you know, get them as close as possible. That way, whenever I do like the T outliner or the 5-0 blade on the sides, with the lever closed on the Oscar fast feeds, that line will come out. So they're set pretty close. I did use an Andes shaver on this client, so it's like skin tight. Alright, so the next guard you're going to use is your one guard with the lever all the way open. And you're going to work your way down just like you did with the lever open with the half. I did a little something different with this video. I got some close-up shots and, you know, like and some higher up shots as well. So
you're listening to the House of Creation.
So when I close the lever to the middle, or when I put the lever to the middle, I come right underneath that guideline that I had with the lever open. I'm not necessarily taking it to all the way up to the, you know, where it's bulky. I'm working my way down, and you'll start seeing that line or that area get light. So right here I have the number 2 guard on, and the lever is open, so I'm gonna put a 2.5 in this area. That's gonna be the highest guard that I use on this side. And a 2.5 is just dark enough to, you know, to have some kind of contrast. He doesn't necessarily want any volume on this side. He wants that drastic comb over look. So, but I decided to do like a 2.5. That way you see some type of, you know, contrast from the ball fade. So after I put that 2.5 in this area, I work my way down just like the other guidelines. I put it in the middle and then I close it. Alright, so this is like a close-up right here. I have the 0 guard on right now, the 1/16 guard, and I started with the lever open, and then I put it in the middle and then close it. And you're gonna see that line is gonna slightly disappear, because then I'm gonna come back with my lever open, which is your half, and use the corners of the blade to remove those dark spots. But with this guard, this is what brings the fade together. So you're gonna see this, that it's starting, you know, to blend right. And you can tell I'm favoring the left side of that corner. I'm not necessarily using the full blade. So right here, have the lever open and I'm just working those corners, you know, removing those dark spots. You don't always have to use the full blade to blend. If you get this down, you know, working the corners of your blades, I promise you your blends will come out flawless. So I'm working the occipital bone area, or the back of the, you know, the fade. Occipital bone is just right underneath this. So this is the half guard that I have on, and I started with the lever open and I worked my way down. And the reason why I start with the lever open is because I don't want to create myself a line that I can't get out. So I always start high, and if it doesn't cut, I work my way down. And then I use the lever open with the corners and knock those dark spots out.
You're listening to.
So I put my one guard back on, the lever is open, and I'm just removing some bulk and some dark spots. Just detailing my work. I already finished the side, this one side. I'm just detailing my work. And this area of the head kind of gave me a little bit of trouble, but you know, I just worked at it and kept switching my guards, and it started to blend. Now, I don't give up on a haircut, you know, like if I see like a line or a shadow or a dark spot, you know, I try to detail my work and get it right. Clients notice that. All right, so what you do to one side, you do to the other. Right here, this is the other camera angle that I'm talking about. It's a little higher, that way you can, you know, see what I'm doing. So if you're watching the beginning of this video, you're like, man, your hand's in the way, I apologize, but now this is a better view. So started with the lever open and worked my way down. So right there, I put it in the middle and then I close it. And you may find yourself going back, you know, flicking that lever, but that's just detailing your work and, you know, cross-checking your work. But for the most part, if you you know, just trust the system, trust the technique. Don't worry about, you know, time. You want to have quality over quantity. You know, I believe in that. You know, I get a lot of comments and questions like, man, how do I improve my time? Time's gonna come. Time is gonna come. You know, just work on the quality of your haircuts, getting a nice blend, a nice fade down, and then once you have a system, you'll see that the time is gonna come. You'll see that, you know, you could do a haircut in 30 minutes and a haircut and beard 45 minutes. So right here, this is number one guard. I started with the lever open, put it in the middle, and then I closed it. And like I said, I'm not taking, whenever I put it in the middle, I'm not taking it up to that dark line. I'm working underneath that 1.5. You understand what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. So after I start with the lever open and then I put it in the middle, I go right below that. And then when I close my lever, I go right below that one. So this is a 2 guard on, again, lever open and working my way down. And this is just removing bulk. And you can see it's starting to come together. It's starting to blend into the top. I'm not necessarily going to cut the top. When I said I did some shear work in this video, I used the thinning shears, and on this side I blended it in. So right here, I went back to my actually this is a 0 guard, I apologize. This is a 1/16 guard, and I started with the lever open, and you're gonna start seeing that one guideline is gonna soften up, it's gonna lighten up. And notice how I, you know, per guideline, I gave myself room to blend at least an inch. And we're not gonna do a edge up in the front. He's gonna keep it natural. I'm just gonna lightly touch the sides up, and that's it. And put some gel, style it up, comb it for him. Y'all probably remember him from a previous video. I did a ball fade on him along with the black mask, the black facial mask, to remove you know, like blackheads and whiteheads. So if you haven't checked that video out, make sure you do. So right here I have the lever open, and again, just working that corner, bringing that blend together. Alright, so now I went back to the back area because I saw some dark spots. So I have my one guard on, again, starting with the lever open, just because you don't want to create yourself another line. So using this system is trial and error. If you don't hear, or if you don't see the hair cutting, then you work your way down. If you were to start with the lever closed, then you might create yourself another line that you can't get out. So that's why I always start with the lever open. So right here I'm just using a corner, you know, softening up that dark spot a little bit. Alright, so right here I have the number 2 guard, and this hair, you know, I wanted to keep this area full, but I can still lighten it up with that 2 guard. That's why I went straight up in that cowlick area. I still want to keep his hair there because that's the way his hair naturally falls. A lot of barbers take that off in the cowlick area, and then when it grows back, it's sticking up. So this is the number 3 guard, and this is what's gonna like blend right into the top. I'm just removing some bulk, and because I'm gonna come back and follow it up with the thinning shears. Right here, shear over comb, and notice how I'm traveling up. I'm not, whenever I bring the hair into that comb, I'm not cutting right directly in the middle of the hair. I'm cutting just the tips. And you can see it's starting to blend together, and I'm traveling. I'm not staying in one spot, because then you are going to create yourself another line.
You're listening to.
And you could also use shear over comb, you know, when on the blend. If you have like a real thin, fine tooth comb, you can do that. You see how I removed that bulk in that area around the cowlick area, but it's still there. Alright, so now we're going to add the hard part in, and I'm using my Andes GTX-T outliners. They are modified, they are adjusted to my liking, but not necessarily zero gap, but they are adjusted. These are my hitters though. Alright, so just a light line up right here, cleaning it up. I think that fade came out blurry. What y'all think? Drop a comment below and tell me what y'all think. Make sure you hashtag Team Gifted too. Alright, so I just added some product into his hair, some hair gel. And I'm just combing it. Alright y'all, here's the finished product. Comb over with a mid ball fade. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. This is on my social media. Team Gifted, we're almost at 10K. Let go.